Hey John, never notice how plain we look?
Hey, no time to think about that. I just learned about the three kinds of government.
Whoa, I never knew there were three kinds. I always thought there was one.
Oh yes, there is federal, provincial and municipal.
Very interesting. But that's all a bit confusing to me. So what do they all do anyway?
Well, they all have different parts every day. You just might not notice it until you think about it.
Okay, so where does the Queen fit in among this commotion?
Good question, but as she still is head of state, she has a government general to represent her.
Okay, so answer this. Who is the House of Commons and the Senate?
Well, the House of Commons is where all the different groups gather to meet. And the Senate is someone who serves the government till about 75 years old.
Are you kidding? That sounds a bit off. Better hope you like the job until you're 75. So you're telling me they get paid to do what exactly?
Well, I guess they don't really do much and still get paid for it. Odd idea, I think.
Okay, so I've heard someone say about Legislative Assembly. Can you tell me what that is?
Well, the Legislative Assembly is another word for members of provincial parliament.
Well, it's always good to know about these things, right, John? Good thing you know, because I wouldn't have been able to ask these questions.
Well, seeing that I found out, it's always good to help others understand.
Right. But what is the cabinet? Does the government put stuff in it?
No, silly. The cabinet is a group of people that also work for the government.
Ah, well, that would explain it all. Silly me. Okay, so who is the Prime Minister and the Premier? Also, how do they get those jobs?
Well, the Prime Minister is elected by everyone here in Canada. So at least we get a chance to vote for who we wish to run Canada. And the Premier is the head of government in some countries and states.
Gosh, thanks a lot for taking the time to tell me about this, John. Now I can tell others.
Always glad to help a friend.
Well, guess I'll be seeing you again next week for coffee.
You can count on that, buddy. Plus, I might have more to tell you.
Awesome. Right, John, I have to leave in time for work.
All right, well, keep safe, friend.
Oh, I hope so.